Christian Petracca has settled on the Suns. Chief Footy reporter Tom Morris broke the story. Tom, now the fun really begins.
It does, Clint. That's exactly right. So Christian Petracca, I can't quite believe I'm saying it, wants to play for the Gold Coast Suns next year. Now, he has 4 years remaining on his deal. He was weighing up the Crows or the Suns, and he's settled on the Suns largely because of Damien Hardwick selling the dream. He believes in the pitch from the Gold Coast Suns coach, who's perennially successful, and he believes he can plant a flag at the Gold Coast Suns in that 4-year window. There was a bit of talk today that the Crows pulled out late. That's not my understanding. The Crows were in, the Suns were in, and he chose the Suns. Now, just news coming to hand right now. Rowan Marshall, the St Kilda ruckman who has 2 years remaining on his deal, he has formally requested today a trade to Geelong. Now, this has been a long time coming. Tom de Koning has come into the Saints, and as a result, Rowan Marshall feels like his best chance of playing senior football consistently is at the Cats. So that will take place over the next 2 weeks or so. The Saints obviously hold the whip hand there. And speaking of the Saints, I can't quite believe this has happened either. Jack Silvani has officially joined today as a free agent. In return, Carlton got pick 19 as free agency compensation. I'll be back later on with a chat with Josh Dacos and more Saints news around their captain, Jack Steele. It's certainly all happening in the AFL trade space, Clint.
St Kilda has told captain Jack Steele to look for a new home in what's shaping as one of the stories of the upcoming trade period. Let's head live to Chief Footy reporter Tom Morris, who actually broke this story. Tom, this has taken so many by surprise.
Yeah, it has. He's the captain of a footy club, even though he stepped down today. And the Saints have said to him, look, be prepared to play VFL football next year. And even more than that, if you want to look elsewhere, be my guest. And it's really caught Jack Steele by surprise as well. He's adamant, absolutely adamant, he wants to stay at the club. He's been through the tough times. He wants to be there for the good times as well. He has 2 years remaining on his contract. While we're on the Saints, what we can also tell you tonight is not only is Ross Lyon the coach of the club at the moment, he's also the interim football boss, taking over from Dave Misson. So he really is Ross the boss. Now, speaking of coaches, Daniel Giansiracusa was being chased by Collingwood. He's been at Essendon, a key part of Brad Scott's coaching team. He has now joined Hawthorn as the head of development. It's a huge curveball, so highly regarded, Daniel Giansiracusa, and a massive blow for Essendon. Now, we're talking about Bailey Humphrey a little bit earlier on today. Bailey Humphrey met with the Pies today. He also went for a walk with Stephen King from Melbourne Football Club and also Nathan Jones. He's a much-wanted player. He's got 3 years remaining on his deal at the Gold Coast Suns. And a little bit earlier on, I asked one of the contenders tonight, Josh Dacos, whether he'd be interested in playing alongside Humphrey next year at the Pies. How much would you like to play alongside him?
Yeah, it's exciting. Obviously, as a player at this club, you want young talent, and he's a key player at the Suns. So, yeah, I think there's lots of moving pieces around the league, and we often get linked to a few, and unfortunately, they don't end up here. So, fingers crossed.
And we told you last night that the Giants were well into Clayton Oliver. What we can tell you tonight is they've already met with him. Adam Kingsley meeting with Clayton Oliver today as they pursue a move for the Melbourne midfielder. And just something I picked up in the room just a couple of minutes ago, I think the Collingwood Football Club is after Troy Chaplin to join its assistant coaching panel in 2026. It's all happening here, Clint. It's going to be a great night.
Who currently works at the Demons. Interesting. Thank you, Tom. It's been a gruelling day for footy's next big stars with the time trial pitting the fit against the really fit at the draft combine. Willem Dersma was among those pulling on the runners with high hopes of joining his siblings in the big time. More on that from Joel Kennedy.
Draft day is almost upon us, and these next generation of stars are being put to the test. Today's 2 kilometre time trial, a brutal introduction into life as an AFL player. Jack Dalton ran fastest with a time of 5:53, but all eyes were on Willem Dersma. Come November 19, he will become the 4th sibling in his family to be drafted into the AFL system. It's a footy name that's become famous.
I think I was about 12 when Xavier got drafted, so from then on I've just been, watching him, watching his pathway, watching Yazzie, watching Zane, so yeah, I think it's about time that I start to get through.
Dersma is one of the highest rated prospects in this year's draft crop. He's the younger brother of Essendon's Xavier, North Melbourne's Zane and Carlton's Yasmin. After a stellar year at under-18 level, West Coast could very well be reading out his name at pick 1.
I had a fair bit of experience in Perth, and I do like it over there. He's nice, and as a country boy, you're going to move away from home regardless, so whether that's Perth, Melbourne, I'm pretty happy to go wherever.
Midfield gun Dyson Sharp is one man who will challenge Dersma for the pick 1 mantle. The teenage talent from South Australia has skyrocketed on draft boards.
As a kid, that's your main goal, to finally make it to an AFL club and play some AFL footy. So, yeah, really exciting times. It's getting towards the pointy end of it all now.
Joel Kennedy, 9 News.